when I think about the direction of this channel and the vlogs, when I think about the direction of this channel primarily is for my dogs. It's for purpose-driven men. Shout out my dog Malik, that really want to live a more intentional life. And the reason that I talk so much about lust is because for the men out there, it is one of the things, the silent killers of your dreams and your goals. And a lot of my fellas don't even realize how it is truly dictating their life. It's distracting them from chasing after, what's meant to be for them. A lot of dudes spend way too much time on social media, spend too much time chasing cat, and truthfully, with those decisions come regret. I know so many dudes that I speak with that, end up having children out of wedlock, which that in its own right is like, have your own opinion on it. I had a child out of wedlock. I don't really care. But they have regrets about the partner that they chose. Now they're co-parenting. Now they have, certain setbacks. And when I say setbacks, I'm talking about, child support. Child support is a big killer for my men that are trying to get back on their feet. I worked in payroll. I used to process garnishments. Child support is legitimate. A lot of dudes pay a lot of money in child support, and it's very difficult to, the more money you make, the more you pay, essentially. But the problem is the cats that I do see on child support, they're already not making a lot of money. So if you're already not making a lot of money, and now your checks are getting garnished because you have this automatic payment that comes out every time you get paid, it's very difficult to get on your feet. It's very difficult to be motivated to want to grind and continue to chase after your goals and dreams. Now, I'm not saying that this is for everybody, but for a lot of them, who they ended up laying down with was a lustful action. It wasn't even somebody that they could really see a future with. And so that's when things get tricky. And I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to preach, essentially. But this channel is centered around being purpose-driven and making intentional decisions. Having a purpose for everything that we do, right? There's a reason that I decided to pursue this partner. Those things are extremely important. And so I want to make these vlogs to just give the human side of myself, right? I'm somebody who is not really vulnerable. I'm not on social media like that outside of YouTube. I still don't think that social media or YouTube is social media per se. But I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't have Snapchat, none of those things. And so this is one area where I want to be more intentional and vulnerable about my life. One, my own struggles, my own challenges, and my own adversity, while at the same time being able to provide encouragement. And I feel like I could do a good job helping y'all with that. These things need to be discussed. These things need to be talked about, man. We have to be more intentional about, one, what we decide to give our time to, and two, what leads us. If you're being led by lust, it's a recipe for disaster, bro. I can't tell you how many dudes I speak with and I coach that come to me and tell me yeah, man, I've been wrapped in lust for a very long time. I'm somebody who followed, models a lot. How you doing? Thank you, you too. I can't tell you how many cats are following a ton of, or how many cats come to me and tell me yeah, bro, I was the dude that used to only follow Instagram models and influencers and people that, made me feel some type of way. And really how damning that could be on the psyche. But two, it's just distraction, y'all. It is distraction, and y'all gotta understand that this thing is intentional. It's manufactured this way. These models, and it's not the women themselves. They're not doing anything wrong, but the industry. If if we talk about OnlyFans, if we talk about any explicit website, like, this stuff is engineered and promoted to men because men are weak visually. When I say vision is a man's weakness, we are more susceptible and prone to what we see. When we see something, we want to act on it. This is why niggas say, if she looked, she took. It ain't really about her, it's about us. If we look, she took. Like, we always feel like we have to act upon what stimulates us visually. And that's a weakness for a lot of men. If more men understood that, they could start to reframe and start putting guardrails around what stimulates them visually and what comes into their mind. Because when you're so prone to, you know, things that stimulate you visually, and you start to give in to that weakness, eventually you start to build a tolerance, and now the thing that used to stimulate you no longer stimulates you. Now, you know, things that are supposed to stimulate you from a psychology standpoint, like genuine conversations, like emotional connection, no longer do the trick. And so I wanted to create this channel to help my fellas out there that struggle with this, because there's a lot out there, like, y'all, like the pornography. I hate that I have to say that, but YouTube will shadow ban me if I don't. The pornography industry makes more money than every major sport franchise that you can think of combined. Like, that's how powerful this industry is. And it's us that are fueling this industry. When I say us, it's the men ages 18 to 35. Like, we are responsible for keeping these organizations in business. I personally have never spent money on any adult website. I never will. And I don't judge you if you have. But you have to understand that we are the ones keeping these businesses alive. Not only that, we are the ones that are consuming the most. Again, I'm not saying that women don't play a part in this, but if you look at the demographic of the statistics of who engages in these type of things, like, men outnumber this shit. Like, it's ridiculous. We outnumber the hell out of these statistics. And so, y'all, we have to do a better job. It's up to us. It's up to us to, one, decide that we're no longer going to allow these things to creep into our mind and dictate our life. I'm not saying that it dictates every single facet of your life, but niggas don't understand how big of a burden this thing carries, right? It strips you of your desires. Even just ejaculation in its own right, yo, that's your life force, that's your energy. If you're somebody who's already not a self-starter, and you're going and you're engaging in these adult websites and ejaculating, you're not gonna wanna do anything, and that shit carries over. And then you start feeling guilty because you have post-nut clarity, and you start feeling shameful. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is the cycle. I don't wanna see y'all go through this. That's why I created this channel. So yeah, I know I'm rambling right now. I wanna see my fellows win. The more you know, the more you can start to make the decisions to go into the direction that'll seriously amplify and make your life better. The more that you are aware of these stats, the more that you are aware of your own triggers, the more that you are aware of what goes into your mind, the better off you'll be. The better decisions that you can make. The more purpose that you can feel. Right? That's it. That's all I got for y'all today. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all for being here. And I will see y'all on the next one.